tap here between the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Herbert off of play action. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete to open things up.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They snap it to Herbert. Rolling to his right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. It's a run with Akers. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll buy some time right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford going to give this to Akers. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyler Fackrell in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend the lead to 11-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. $11-0 our score after 1. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen, 68 yards. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Off the option, here's Akers. And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Look at this, a tight end carry. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the handoff, it's Akers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw, Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a touchdown, Rams! Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's gained that time for the Chargers.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Forced out to his left. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The final shot before the break for Herbert, eluding the pressure right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Off the option, here's Akers. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Bryson Hopkins, 26 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain that time for the Chargers. On first down, it's Herbert. Rolling to his right. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this now an 11-point. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Play action. Stafford. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Akers. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Akers again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Rams have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Herbert flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Herbert throwing again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Another carry for Michelle on 2nd down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle. Now a 2nd down and 6. Stafford going to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers, he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 73 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Off the option, here's Akers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody.